recording studio stuff, so I think they're gonna probably steer me in that direction. That's stuff I'm good at. So
I was gonna say, what the fuck do you do with fucking networking and shit like that? You've never done that.
yeah, I took a class on it, and it was the worst class I ever took because it was online. It was just social media marketing.
The stream's up,
It's like-
by the way.
Oh, and it's like Google Analytics and all that dumb stuff.
Is it a paid internship or?
No.
Oh,
But
that
I'm getting
sucks.
credit for it, and I have to take like some sort of extracurricular thing for school. So that's like I have to do it to graduate. So might as well do it now, and I'll try to get one in the fall, and maybe they can just have me again in the fall.
That would be nice.
Yeah, because I need 12 credits in the fall to be considered full time for financial aid. Because I only have 3 classes left. So if I take this internship again for credit, then I'll be all set. And I think they said I'll be working 4 days a week for like 4 hours. But
that's
it'll be
not
like
that
throughout
bad.
the week, so
Like 4 hours a day,
It'll-
4 days a week.
yeah.
That's not bad. Quick
Yeah.
days.
It'll just impact when we're able to hang out.
Yeah, depending
when
on when
work
they do it.
starts.
If it's like right in the morning, it won't really affect us that
No, it's in
much.
the middle of the day. It's like 1 to 5.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm.
I need to turn off the light when I'm playing this game. I can't see anything.
Yeah, this and Spyro are way too dark.
Is it just that it's emulating on PlayStation 3? Because, like, I don't remember games being this dark. Even Ratchet and Clank...
They weren't at all.
Even when we were playing Ratchet and Clank, it was just like, I couldn't see anything in one of the worlds.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm very excited to finish my Ratchet and Clank collection.
Yeah.
Only one game left. As soon as Pirate Bay, whatever, comes. The Curse for the Golden Nipple. What is the name of that game?
Quest for Booty.
Yeah, that would. I just need Secret Agent Clank and I'll have every Ratchet game.
Crash's mouth looks like it was painted on him.
Oh, so I found out that that guy actually creates games, the guy I showed you yesterday.
Yeah.
He barely made any videos. He made one on how Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot did reflections.
Yeah.
He did one on how the facial animations and how that works for a game like Jak and Dexter.
Yeah.
And he shows that it's like a bunch of molds that morph into each other depending on what they need them to do.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that's how face modeling worked. You just make 2 separate molds and then to one bone structure. And then you have it morph into that mold. And it just looks natural when it's all done.
Yeah.
I mean, they did extra things for like Crash Bandicoot and stuff. Oh, Crash Bandicoot's was interesting. It was how they made him have a cartoony like appearance on the PS1. How everything like stretched like a cartoon.
Yep.
I didn't realize that PlayStation hardware was not optimized for that. Although in hindsight, it seems pretty obvious.
Yeah. It really can't do 3D that well. So everything like pulsates and is pixelated.
But that's kind of the charm to it.
Yeah. So like if you look at a comparison of Resi 2 on 64 and PS1, yeah, the 64 version is a lot smoother looking. It's just then textures are blurry instead of pixelated. And the 64 has more slowdown.
What was the button to tiptoe?
I don't remember.
L2. Why was
That's what I've missed about
tiptoeing
games,
a
like-
power-up?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I miss about just consoles having their strengths and weaknesses. Because now it's like PS4 and Xbox One, I can't tell the difference, and the Switch is just completely inferior. It's just portable, but that's not like a hard, like that's not something that affects like. It has nothing to do with the games being portable. The games themselves, like playing. And then it has like touchscreen built in and stuff. But I'm talking like in terms of graphics and like the hardware.
Yeah, everything
Like
kind
the
of
Switch
seems
is just
samey
100%
now.
inferior. Yeah.
Although, from what the guy at 2K Games said, apparently this new PlayStation 5 is stronger than any PC you could make. I don't remember what 2K Games does, but...
Borderlands.
Oh, is that the Borderlands company? I thought that was Gearbox.
It's both.
Oh.
Don't they make BioShock as well? Because like they were the ones that did that thing during the direct when it was like, oh, BioShock and Borderlands collections. That was them.
Not anymore. They have no rights to BioShock right now. They gave it to another company to do. We're getting a new game in 2024. Which is really interesting that they have it planned out for 2024.
Yeah. Unlike Nintendo, if you saw your subscriptions today.
I think that game could be good. Not that it will be good, but I feel like that concept could be done right if they go all in on it.
But they're not. People like in the comments are generally upset because they're like, we saw 0.87 seconds of gameplay, like 0.87 seconds of a battle. That'll go to show you what this game is going to be like. And then it's like, oh, you know, I love when they make a new Paper Mario game and like new concepts, but we still see just regular Mario enemies and Toad being all the NPCs and no new characters.
Yeah,
usually
it's also the first trailer. Don't fucking spoil the whole entire game on a single trailer.
Coming out in 2 months. Yeah, 2 months later it's out. That's just Nintendo today.
Wait, 2 months?
Yeah, it's coming out in July.
Fucking really?
Yeah, 'cause that's what they do with everything that's not like big. It's like, here's the announcement trailer. We're done with the game. It's coming out soon.
That's interesting. I didn't see that part.
That's what they did with like the Mario and Luigi remakes and like everything. They just announce it and then a couple months later it's out.
That's interesting. I missed that. I was just thinking like I usually first trailers don't show much. It's like, here's a general idea.
Yeah.
And
if it's something big, they'll do that, like Mario Odyssey, where they showed it in the Switch thing, and then they showed it like the first trailer, and then only at the end we saw Cappy, but didn't even know what he did. And then it took until E3 to find that, and the game came out in November. That was like almost a full year of knowing about the game.
Yeah, I like when things do that. Like, are we gonna do with All Stars what we did with Are we gonna do with All Stars what you did with Smash Bros. And go like the history of like the trailers?
Yeah.
Because, like, that's my whole childhood. I remember waking up at 3 a.m., stealing my mom's computer and hooking it up in my room just because I heard a big PlayStation announcement was going on.
Yep.
That should tell you I've always been a PlayStation guy, even when I was a kid. When did the first trailer came out? I think it was, like, a year or so before the game came out. So, how old was I? What game? The game came out in 2012?
Yep.
So it's 2020. How old was I in 2012? That was 8 years ago. So I'm 23 now. So I was 14 years old. 14 years old stealing my mom's computer. And it wasn't like a computer. It was it wasn't a laptop. It was a computer. Like I unhooked it just to put in my room to watch it, and then I hooked it back up before she even knew. And even though I didn't know a lot of the IPs, because originally it was like, so there's Killzone.
Yeah.
Fat Princess. Kratos I knew, so I was like, ooh, Kratos. Sly Cooper was part of the original too. There's two more I'm just blanking on. Kratos, Sly Cooper, Fat Princess, Radek. Oh, Sweet Tooth. I knew what Twisted Metal was, so Sweet Tooth I was excited. And Parappa the Rapper. Come on, man. So all four of those characters, I was just like, I didn't care about Radek or Fat Princess, but I was like, Twisted Metal meets Parappa the Rapper.
PlayStation buddies.
Even flat people like ice cream cones.
Come on, Sweet Tooth. You know me. You step on the gas more than I do.
Punch, kick, it's all in the mind. Knife, flames, it's all in your head. Rappa's just like, this guy's crazy.
One what's great about Ridge Racer, I really want to get it because the entire game loads when you put the disc in. So then when you're playing, you can just take the disc out and put in another music disc and play whatever music you want while you race. So it's kind of like Vib Ribbon, it's just not built around the music.
Is that the one we did back in the day?
No,
Or is that Gran Turismo?
that was Gran Turismo.
I kind of
Which I don't
feel...
like because it's like a simulation racing game. It's not really about racing completely. It's about like getting cars, you know, washing them, painting them, getting licenses, and that kind of thing. It's like Forza.
I mean, I thought, isn't it supposed to be like the simulation experience?
Yeah. It's like the experience of actually owning and racing cars,
Yeah.
which I just like racing.
I kind of feel bad for all these games that are just like car racer and shit like that, because in terms of like what we can do, it's like, okay, that can only be a stage. There's just cars. That's it.
I mean, Fighters Megamix turned the Daytona car into a fighter.
We're not doing that. Although, actually, was that on PlayStation or was that Saturn?
Saturn.
Then no, yeah, we can't do that. That would make us seem like a rip-off in comparison.
Yeah.
Now, if we were the first people to have that idea, which I feel like we could have been. Like, if no one thought of it at this point, I feel like it would have crossed our minds.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go figure out the rest of the games that you wanted to add. I forgot. Because I have Ni no Kuni and Okage Shadow King, along with Rainbow Moon and one other game. I can't seem to remember at this point. And you said you had a few.
Mm.
And we will go over it after the stream.
Mm.
You bet your poopery butthole. We're gonna make this project so stressful that you die of a heart attack before we can finish it. Pork Chop, do you think they're really gonna own all those games? No. You're right. Let's get rid of his job just like we got rid of Sarah. No, this is horrible. No, I'm just saying this game in general. Although this level's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very colorful.
And dark.
You say and dark? No, what? I should not have survived that. Thank God the death plane had collision. At least this is a far more finished product than Spiral Enter the Jurgenflurgen. Like, this game functions properly.
Yeah. This game functions.
This game functions. It's like, when that's the best you could say about a game, there's something wrong. Oh, what do you think about Crash 4? Oh, it works. You can it's definitely something you can play. Dad would be very proud.
Yep.
I just love how much Sharky loved that quote. It's just, is this a game we play, or?
It's because it's something he would say.
Also, the prime fact of, like, he found my dad's Twitter and he starts sending me like 20 text messages. And he's just like, why does your dad have... He just texts me, why does your dad have the greatest Twitter? I'm like, what are you talking about, Sharky? He's like, look, and he just sends me a fucking shit ton of pictures of him and Dave. I told Dad about it, and he was like, yeah, I was gonna make a jab at your mom. But then I remembered Sharky's on my Twitter, so I stopped myself, and Sharky just went. I think Sharky tweeted at him, "Do it, to say it already." I wish they put a checkpoint right after the green gem, or right before the green gem. Fuck me! Fuck me! Ooh, mama, fuck me. So instead of having like what I thought it was, the red background, do you want to just have one of them be super low poly like a PlayStation 1 game?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's worth doing that.
Yeah, because then we would have to do it with others.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because then we'd have to do it with others. I think it'd be a lot cooler if we just took aspects of the original design and added it to the new one. Because I feel like Crash Insane kind of lost a lot of the charm.
Yeah.
It made the first.
That's all I really liked about Crash 1 is just the charm.
Crash 1 looks nothing like any other Crash Bandicoot game.
Yeah, it does look worse.
Kind of. The shadowing and lighting is a lot better.
I just don't like two-frame Crash.
Yeah, that's true.
And his face is awful.
But that's what they had to cut down on.
They're not even lip synced or anything.
In Crash 1?
Yeah.
When do characters talk in Crash 1?
Yeah, Cortex and like Embryo.
Oh, like in the first cutscene?
Yeah, they did like nothing synced up. They just a bad talking animation.
I didn't even notice. I so rarely see that first cutscene. I do not bother watching it half the time. Oh, great. If you even clip off the side of the nitro, everything explodes. I'll say though, this game hasn't had any bullshit secrets like Crash 2.
Yeah.
Or was it Crash 3? No, I think Crash 2 was the one with the... Ah, fuck me. There's so much shit. How do they expect you to do this in one go? I feel like this is going to turn into yesterday's stream, Chris.
3 hours later, and I leave twice in it.
You leave twice. The only reason it took 3 hours is because you were gone for like 45 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. I'm surprised you even got up this early.
Yeah. It's usually when I get up.
I don't blame you for taking Mika for a walk, though. I went for a walk while I was waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking beautiful out.
Yeah. It's just she didn't make it far. She kept dilly-dallying, sniffing everything, peeing every 5 seconds. We made it 2 houses, and I made a turnaround.
Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. It's the worst line I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You know who says it?
Yeah, Tifa.
Fucking tits. Connor keeps quoting the fucking line. Tristan, do you remember Dilly Dally? Shilly, shut up, Connor. Shilly, shut up. So what was your game of the night last night?
Pokemon.
Yes. It's taken you a long time to beat it.
Yeah, it's a long game. I'm like 40 hours in. Because don't forget, it's 2 regions. The only game to ever do that.
Sadly.
Because the rest are just like, oh, here's like a new little area. Like, Sinnoh was just like, oh, here's the battle area, the rest area. And I barely remember them, because it's all like post-game, and it's not really anything fun.
I have a feeling they're just done remaking.
I hope so.
Because, like, usually...
3 out of 4 of them are bad.
Usually it goes new game, remake, right?
Yeah.
But we got Black, White 2, and then we got X and Y, right?
Well, that's because like they already did one on the DS, and they didn't want to do like another remake on the DS, so they
They did it-
waited till the 3DS.
But they've done it before.
No, they never did like two different remakes on the same console.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. The other one is 3DS.
And we already had our Switch remake for Yellow, so we're not gonna get one for a while until a new console comes out.
I'm very curious why they decided to remake Yellow.
It's because Fire and Leaf Green were technically the oldest ones again that weren't remade. So like they were, because they would have done Diamond and Pearl next, but that was newer than Fire and Leaf Green, so they decided to do Kanto again.
I really hope that's not their legit reasoning.
I don't know. It kind of makes sense. We remake the oldest thing.
How do you fucking do this? I'm getting mad.
It's just I don't think Fire and Leaf Green should have been remade so soon. 6 years after the game came out. It's like Resi 1, literally like 1996, and then in 2002 they remade it. So then 17 years later we
What's
got
the
finally
worst
get a
one,
remake
Chris?
of 2.
The worst game that's ever done that. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, 40 years later.
I don't know why. Why so
Yeah.
soon? Like, did they think the original game needed that much enhancement? Also, looking up stuff about Live and Reloaded does not seem like a very good game because
Yeah.
there's a lot of just like who gives a shit about censorship? But like as better as the gameplay is, quote unquote, the entire story is like 7. You kind of need to know what happened in the original to get the new jokes they made.
Yeah.
Meaning it's not that accessible.
Unless
Unless
you had to play it on Nintendo and then play it on Xbox.
yeah. Not as bad as Kingdom Hearts on inaccessible, but still pretty fucking bad. Fuck me, just eat my gut. Wait, I have a gun. I could just end it.
Yeah, because they're not actual AI.
I forgot I had a
They're
bazooka.
humans. They're humans in this game about animals, and they are just on autopilot.
Those aren't humans.
They're not.
Yeah, the scientists have always been robots.
They're robots.
Yeah. In
That
Crash
explains it.
in Crash Team Racing, it shows that. That's why like some of them are like electrocuting in like the
Yeah.
first game. And then in Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, you see one of them in just their exoskeleton.
I'm gonna have to import another team over to Heart Gold to beat Red because his Pokemon are in the 80s and mine are only in the 60s. And I'm like ready for Mount Silver pretty soon.
If you're strategic enough, you could do it.
Eh,
You use a lot of status effects and shit.
I guess I can try. It's just the thing with like those items that boost stats but only for the battle are never worth it because once the battle's over, it's gone, and you have to take turns in battle to use them, and then the enemy is just gonna hit you with something.
Yeah, honestly,
Then you're
with
gonna have to heal.
JRPGs, I've always just done that. I don't really like using one-time items that just boost the stats.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I
It's
hated the
it's-
cooking in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I never did it.
Correct.
I only did it just to like get certain like achievements or something. But I never religiously went back to talk to the little chef. It's different in Final Fantasy when you have 3, 4, or 5 party members, so that like one of them can boost everyone else. And it's not even worth it in the 7 remake because hacking and slashing can just get the job done. And like by the time you put up a shield, the battle's usually done, and like the shield goes away, and then you take like a step into a new area, and then you're fighting enemies again. You don't have the shield up. And I have 60 potions, so I never have to actually cure anyone. So I can just let everyone get hit and then just use my potions on them after the fight.
If you're wondering why I died there, can you tell me the answer?
You walked straight off.
But why did I?
You missed something.
No.
I don't know.
I got the gem and I walked off.
Oh, the gem route.
Yep, so since it's a gem route, this is the same in all Crash games I found out, which is apparently common knowledge. If you die on one of the gem routes, you keep the gem, so you go back to the checkpoint, and then you could finish the stage and get the crystal and both gems in one run. I never knew that.
There's never any point using like X attacks and stuff in Pokemon because you only have one person in at a time, and then you just get stuck in that healing loop where they hit you with something hard, so you have a little health left. So then now you're focusing on healing, or they'll just kill you. So whatever items you used on them don't mean anything anymore.
Don't you hate that shit? It's like you're like, okay, this fight's gonna be so hard, right? So I'm gonna put these items on, whatever. And then you die immediately because it's a lot harder. And they're like, okay, well, I can save... Oh, no, I don't have the items anymore.
Yep. Then you're just more in a loop of trying to revive everyone while keeping someone alive.
That's one of the parts I find in Final Fantasy IX. When I get to hard fights, it seems like in Endurance, like, oh, you revive them, but they only get 5 HP.
Yeah, and then they get hit again.
And then they get hit again, even though you're not supposed to be able to attack party members that are already downed.
Well, it's because it's using the ATB gauge, so they can. They make their turn when they do the attack. So that's why you gotta cast like slow on enemies. They have less time to attack you. Slow and haste are like really good. Yeah, really in Pokemon, like they try to think of all the strategy, but all it is just the color, like, or the type advantages, just super effective. That's all that really matters. Because I one-shot Brock's entire team. I haven't like lost since the beginning of the game when like you're using scratch and tackle and that's it.
I can't remember how to do this fight.
I even beat Blue first try. And I just spent like an hour in Cerulean Cave looking for Mewtwo because I don't have Flash, because it's not an HM in that game, because it's never actually required for like any mandatory dungeons. So they made it just a TM, and I had it, but I put the Pokemon, I had it away, and I didn't want to give it to him. Actually good moves, so I tried finding my way through the cave with no Flash, and they just made it a complete maze. I think they just went off the original layout and didn't make it any easier. So I ended up having to look it up, and I finally found Mewtwo and caught him, and then just exited.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Because I did cheat and traded over Pokemon with each holding a Master Ball, so I just have been catching legendaries with those, but there are more legendaries in the game than I have Master Balls. But I'm gonna try to catch like some of the trios more legitly.
I was gonna say, don't you like hate taking shortcuts like that sometimes? Like, doesn't it kind of sour the experience that you're just making things easy?
Usually, but in terms of Pokemon, I don't have any moves to like put them to sleep or paralyze them.
But you can
so
learn
I can only
them.
hit them.
But you can learn them.
I don't want to like get rid of any of my moves. Like they're all pretty good, and they're HMs that I'm gonna need to get through Mount Silver.
That's why you just sacrifice
So
one of your
dumb.
party members as a TM whore.
Yeah, but I like to use everyone.
I can't believe
Have
that
all
this
types.
game still only has one hit. So you could be at the end phase of a boss, get hit once, and have to start all over. Even though you haven't gotten hit once. That's fucking annoying. Sorry, continue.
But I like to keep a party of like 6 Pokemon I'm gonna use because you want to have as many type advantages as possible. And I always try to go with dual types so that I have like 12 different types of Pokemon on my team. And then one thing the game will never tell you about is a stab, which is same type attack bonus, which means if the move you're using is the same type as the Pokemon using it, it like has enhanced power.
Not as good as enhanced mental.
So like some of my Pokemon are kind of at a disadvantage. Like I have a Togekiss with Ancient Power, which is a rock type, Psychic, Fly, and Drain Punch. So only Fly gets the stab bonus. And Drain Punch sucks because it's a physical attack, and Togekiss is all that special attack. I didn't really think of that, so like Drain Punch does nothing, even if it's super effective. So I'll probably replace it with something else. I wanted to learn Metronome like my actual Togepi used to have, but since I traded this Togekiss in, apparently it never knew Metronome wherever it came from. But yeah, because I don't really want to like get the moves to paralyze legendaries to like catch them more easily, I'm just gonna
Because you're
Master
lazy.
Balls. Yeah, but I'm not gonna have enough Master Balls to catch them all. I caught Articuno. I caught Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh.
Okay, I don't blame you for those. The roaming is really annoying.
I haven't even caught the roaming ones
What
yet. I haven't
the
even
fuck
run
is
them.
this stupid fucking horse? Goddamn fucking garbage in the fucking goddamn. Sorry.
And then I also don't know where Suicune is, because in Crystal, they made it so he's like a scripted event and not a roaming Pokemon.
Yeah, you have to.
So I just haven't. I missed a spot, so like I need to find
It's at
him
the
somewhere
very
in
top
Johto.
of the map. It's right by the dock where you meet the. I think it's the fucking
Bill?
girl from the Cynthia from the Elite Four. From Platinum.
I know what you mean. She's in like a mystery gift thing where you can actually like get Dialga and Palkia or something like that. You have to have
So-
Arceus though.
I'm pretty sure she's part of it because I remember her being at the dock all the way at the top. I can't remember where it is, okay? But it's like
I know
at
where
the
it's
top
in
of an
Kanto.
area.
It's Cerulean City.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Route
yeah.
20 something.
It's
at
right
Bill's
on the
house, yeah.
waterfront.
I remember Cynthia.
I could be remembering it wrong. It might be
Um,
another person from the same game.
It's Eugene. He's like the character from Crystal that's always chasing after Suicune. And he like always shows up when Suicune's there, and then I know he's there when you catch him. But I only ran into him maybe once or twice, so I have to go find a spot where he is. I'm gonna look it up now actually, because like I made it to Bill's house, and like that.
Oh,
I
so
know
you
exactly
can't.
where
Yeah, you
I
can't
know
get to
exactly
the
where
fight.
Suicune will be, but he didn't show up, so I'm missing a spot. You know what's great about it? Like, in Heart Gold and Silver, they added all the extra stuff that Crystal added, like Suicune's quest, the fact they can catch the other legendary that isn't in the game, and like all this other extra stuff, like having a girl playable character. Well, but they just added all the stuff that Crystal added, like extra music. Crystal added the Battle Tower, which is like the first instance of a Battle Frontier. But in this, it's like the full Battle Frontier. They just copy-pasted it from Platinum, though. But they still added all that stuff. Fire and Leaf Green didn't add anything that Yellow did. All they did was add the Sevi Islands, where it's all just a side quest to be able to trade with other games.
Yeah, that was really annoying. At least Hoenn
And
just
then-
had the Safari Zone. And the
then I
way it
don't think
worked was
Omega
really
Ruby-
interesting in Hoenn too, because it was like all you had to do was have a copy in the other slot of the DS. Like that's ingenious.
Yeah.
How you would even go about programming that, I have no idea. Because then the DS has to be searching for data from two separate games at the exact same time.
Yeah. One thing that's interesting is the Gamecom, that awful like handheld, has 2 cartridge slots, so you can store 2 games in the console at once.
Interesting. Didn't
So
the
you just
DS
pick which
think
one-
of that first? Like 2 DS slots? I remember seeing some video about it.
The Gamecom was like the 90s.
Oh wow, never mind.
And Resi 2.
Oh, is it the one
in
that's like
Resi
spelled
2
like games.com?
Yeah. And it was like no color, like a Game Boy quality, but even worse. But what they're gonna do, because Resi 2 is on it, it's a really awful port. But it's only Leon's story, and they were gonna release Claire's as a separate game, and then you'd like put them together, but it never came out. Look up where I can find Suicune. But yeah, and then like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire didn't add anything that Emerald did. I don't even think you can go to the Battle Frontier.
No, 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 no! I have to restart that whole sequence! Fuck me! Just stoop me up in a fucking horse house! Sorry. You never know when his availability to get hit is, because it's random.
Yeah.
So, but there's also a time limit. So, like, you have to avoid everything. He starts while you're still getting attacked. He starts going into the animation. So you have to hit him right after his attack stops. But you never know when he's going to stop.
Yeah.
It's really fucking frustrating. It's only 4 hits. You think I would be struggling this much? The fact that you have to do this again, too. Because it's like Spyro. You fight him once, you get everything, then you fight him again.
Yep.
I really like the final boss to Spyro 4. I can't believe that guy deadass said that. Is it a crime to, like, Reddit shame people?
No. Alright, so I found Suicune in the Burn Tower. Found him in Cianwood. Just north of the Pokemon Seer.
Why does Crunch punch Cortex into my hitting range?
Oh, that's Gold and Silver has them in different places. Because in the remakes, he's in Kanto. Like, that's where you catch him.
I'm so sick of this. And they won't give me Aku. I don't think you're allowed to have Aku in this at all.
Mm. Right, Burn Tower, Route 42, and then Vermilion City, and then Route 14 in that order. So they added just more places where you had to find them. Oh, okay. So yeah, I had to backtrack. And I don't know where Zapdos and Moltres are.
Zapdos
I think he's at the power plant, but
yeah,
the power plant isn't a dungeon.
It's
not a dungeon in the remake.
It's a timed
just
event. You have to go there at night, I believe.
Play at night. I'll check.
Or you have to go at a certain time of day, maybe like early morning or something. Because I knew it was like that because I always related it to that Drifloon thing from Platinum where you have to go at midnight. But at a certain time of day, he's just outside of the power plant.
Here goes the Silver. Route 10. Oh, you have to have the 16 badges.
Oh, is that what triggers it? I thought he was in the outside the power plant though. I remember fighting him there. Or maybe
it's on the route. It's on the route with the power plant.
Oh, okay.
In like the actual Kanto games, he's in the power plant because it's a whole dungeon. But in this game, it's just a room with people in it, and they're like actually operating the power plant.
It's kind of weird that they changed that.
Yeah, I know they changed Moltres' location. In like Red and Blue, I think he's in the Victory Road, while in Fire and Leaf Green, you have to get him post game in the Sevi Islands. He's in like a cave there. It's the Hoenn sound.
The Hoenn sound?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So in Heart Gold and Silver, there is a radio station you can go on. You have to like, I think, find it where it plays Hoenn. It plays the Route 101 song from Hoenn, and when you use it and run around in the wild, it's only on Wednesdays. If you use it in the wild, it'll attract Hoenn Pokemon in the wild. So you can get like Zigzagoon, Linoon, Whismur, Makuhita, Plusle, Minun, Numel, Spoink, Spinda, and Absol. They're all in specific places.
I didn't
And then
know
there's
that.
the Sinnoh sound. There's the Sinnoh sounds. And it plays Route 201. And it plays on Thursdays. And Meditite is in it, even though he's a Gen 3 Pokemon, but he's common in Sinnoh. But you can get Bidoof, Shinx, Budew, Weasel, Chingling, Bronzor, Chatot, and Carnivine. Oh, and Professor Oak's Pokemon Talk can attract Pokemon as well.
Yeah, you go to the TV and he says, "Oh, there's a cluster of." Yeah, I remember that.
Interesting. Oh, he tells you about the Pokemon swarms, yeah.
Wow, I'm remembering a lot more about that game than I thought. Maybe I played it more than I thought.
Mm,
I just remember when you beat that's Heart Gold, right?
yeah.
When you beat the game, going to that secret island and finding a Lugia, level 70 Lugia.
Yeah. They're higher level than the one you bought the game for.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see where Moltres is.
Oh, fuck me. I forgot
Yeah, the
about
originals
that.
is in Victory Road. You can't even get the legendary birds in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Yeah, Fire and Leaf Granny is in Mount Ember. Harkons Discovery is in Mount Silver. So I'll find them on my way to Red. Oh, and Diamond or Pokemon Platinum, they're roaming Pokemon. Interesting.
Who?
The legendary birds. I know they like to add Pokemon in, because then like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire got dumb, where you can pretty much get every legendary in the game, and you find them. There's like these secret. I think it's based on the secret bases, but you like reach your hand into a hole, and then the legendary Pokemon's in there or something like that.
What? In
Yeah,
what
you just
game?
reach your hand in a hole, and a Giratina comes out.
In what game?
Omega Ruby.
Oh.
You just can get every legendary in the game from every region. I hate that. It's just like it takes the fun out of it. And like you can get Latias. I think like they give you one of them depending on the game, because then you can fly or in real time over the region. I remember Jack thinking that was so cool. So it's like Final Fantasy style.
Hello?
Can you empty the dryer?
What's up?
Can you empty the dryer for me? I don't know where to put your shit.
Sure. My ass by a dryer. Ah, that really hurts. Ow. See the fucking doctor. It hurts. I can't bend my elbow anymore. There. No problem. My arm hurts. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Got my ass kicked by a dryer. Oh, it really hurts. Oh, it's bumping. There's a bump there. What were you saying?
No, I'm done saying.
Good. As Sharky would say. Fuck me, dude. No! I can't see anything! This is annoying. So you went through, so how many songs did you get from Spyro?
7.
7, that's a lot more than I thought there would be. So, look at the picture at the back of the box again that I sent you. I want you to notice something now that, so it is in one of the stages, but what's wrong with the picture?
Why is Spyro like floating?
It's a drawing. Remember how the dinosaurs looked frozen in that stage?
Yeah.
That's not what they look like.
Yeah.
That's a drawn
It looks
picture.
like those lizards. They look like the lizards, but those were smaller.
That's a fucking concept art drawing they added on the back of the box. Because they don't... creatures don't freeze like that. Spyro never looks like that. Uh, I went from 99 lives to 87 now. I'm a fucking licenser. A licenser. What is a listener again?
Just made it up.
Oh, it's not a real thing.
Yeah, it's literally a made up word.
Oh.
That's what's funny about it.
Can I talk about how playing as Coco is like the worst?
Yep.
Well, I'm done talking about it. So. That's just a nitro in there. Oh, this is your obligatory dark stage, by the way. Can't see jack or shit. What the hell? Why is it not hitting it? This is why I didn't want to play this game.
Yeah, but just get it over with.
Fuck
Never play it again.
me. Yeah, as soon as the game's streamed, you really don't need to play it again. I got a life just to die. For fuck's sake, man. Is Heart Gold your favorite?
No, I'd still say Emerald is.
Emerald is?
But I don't know, like, I feel like Heart Gold is the best. Like, it's better because it has way more content. The post-game content's better. And, like, all that stuff. But then, like, there's just things I love about Gen 3 more. It's like, it's faster. The battles are faster.
I didn't like when they started adding... I think Hoenn is what started this. When they started adding, like, different types of battles.
Well, they have double battles.
No,
That
not,
was like the...
not double battles. It's like... Or is it Black and White that added all those stupid ones?
They have triple and rotation battles. Those were kind of interesting.
I know.
Triple just made it even faster, and rotation was like... You can choose to rotate to the next Pokemon. Or, like, when you defeat it, they'll, like, rotate. Every turn, I think they rotated as well.
I thought it was just every turn.
No, you can, like, manipulate it. But they barely used it in the game, so... There's just double and triple battles make everything that much faster because you're... Just, like, less things are happening, like, in terms of switching out and stuff. Some moves hit multiple Pokemon, so like Earthquake can just end the match in a single attack.
That's amazing. Also, I always wished you can customize your avatar. Which
In
I
any
guess
other game?
it's not like in the newer games, like in the older games, like edit your sprite and shit.
Yeah.
Where the hell is there another gem in that fucking stage? What? I think I know where it is. I'll do the time trial first, though. Why does this stage start out so fucking bright, but then lose all its color later? And there we go. I can't see shit now. I am very, very glad we got that Spyro glitch on camera, though.
Yeah, you basically boundary broke the game.
Kind
you can
of.
take the camera anywhere you
Anywhere
want.
I want. And find secrets and new discoveries to some of our favorite games.
But this isn't a favorite game.
But this isn't a favorite game. I hate this game. So we're
Yeah,
ending the
he should
episode.
do that. He should do that as one. Like, to pick a bad game and just say that.
But I hate this
But you
game.
know, YouTubers don't like to say that they hate games
I mean, definitely
or just say it's bad.
hinders future projects.
Yeah.
Like future, like I'm pretty sure me saying that the first Dave Escape is actually shit ruins any chance we had of making our All Stars thing.
Yeah, or like if me and Max ever wanted to work for Nintendo, just everything we say about Iwata and Sakurai is just ruin those opportunities.
Yeah, that's a lot worse than me saying a game is bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
maybe,
like Square with Nomura.
but Nomura is bad, so like,
Yeah. That's a fact, and I think Square even knows it.
if they don't, they're dreaming.
Gerard is like, hey, you guys want to do a collaboration? Hey, check this out. We're talking about you.
And like, you start the compilation, and it's just
Yep.
like, hey, we're here with our favorite fatty. What?
Wait. I am?
But you know Connor.
Am I a little too complete? Wow.
JonTron, am I a little too racist?
Am I a little too not playing video games anymore? Did I completely lose everything I was made of?
Did I lose my virginity in the middle of an Airbnb while watching Jacques peck its little friend? What is the time for it? It's probably some crazy ridiculous. Oh, I did it.
That's what I like to hear. Before I see it. It's just like a relief, like it's that much closer to being over.
So I think I know where the last thing is, the secret gem is here, and it's in a really bad spot if it is where I think it is.
Does Dark Cloud have difficulty modes, or is the game just that hard?
When you get to that point, I would say don't even bother. It's New Game Plus. I didn't mean to do that. It's New Game Plus. So, like, it's not mandatory. I don't even know if you get anything for it.
Nah.
Also, we kind of been playing the game wrong. I know that's like a thing or whatever, but there's like an upgrading system to your weapons where you can have different abilities, attributes, whatever to it, right?
Yeah.
We just kind of didn't do it. For the whole game. So literally at the end of the game, when we should have multiple characters with really strong weapons, we have one.
Yeah.
So like, maybe if you played a little bit better than us, you won't run into that problem.
It tends to happen if you played a game since you were a kid, you kind of get stuck in bad habits.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize things about the game.
I was talking to Connor about like our favorite games, and he was just like, I feel like your favorite game of all time, if you can't play it once a year and still think it's your favorite game, then it doesn't deserve to be on the spot. I was like, Chris attests to that. I'm pretty sure he plays Mother 3 every year.
Yeah. I stopped, though, just because all of the pileup of games, and, like, it was just stressing me out. It was like, I want to play Mother 3 this year, but then I just want to get to other things. So I stopped. It's been, like, a few years.
But if you,
'cause I remember,
if you played it again, you would love it, though.
yeah.
Same thing with
'Cause
me
then
and
I
Jack.
tried-
I played Jack every year, Jack 1.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot shorter game.
Yeah, because like the last time I tried playing Mother 3, I wanted to speed run it just for that purpose, so I can like move on to something else. So it felt like a chore, and like I was being careless and not like I was just not leveled enough, and I was getting stressed out, so I just stopped playing.
Oh, that's sad.
The only time I ever gave up on the game.
Was the last time you played it?
Yeah, because you just can't like speed through an RPG like that. You gotta sometimes have the patience, and I just didn't have it. And then I played Live a Live right after, so it was worth stopping.
Alright, I think it's right here. No, it's not.
That's why I like would like to get games on other platforms, and that's like my way of playing it again, instead of just playing the exact game again. It's like the time I actually played Mother 3 on the Japanese cartridge. It's So that way I wasn't like reading anything. I was just kind of like speeding through, but still knowing how to play.
Can you look up where the secret gem is in this area?
What's it called?
I'll tell you when it goes back. I'll do the next stage while you're looking it up, but like I can't find it. It's called Nighttime. Night spelt like K.
Bandopedia.
You laugh at that every time.
What gem are you missing?
Just look up the secret gem for that area.
Trivia. There's a pun on the word nighttime.
No shit, really? It doesn't say that.
It does. Here's another interesting one. This level isn't dark in the GameCube version, making the fireflies and the name of the level useless.
What?
Should have played that version. Yeah, you should get the GameCube version of Spyro 4 to see if the glitches are different. Because I feel like that would be, because they didn't optimize it for either console, so it was just something brand new. It's like Battle for Bikini Bottom when we were playing it on the 360.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird time. So this part...
This doesn't tell us anything, alright. Is it the double gem? That's what the video is called. Double gem. So you're just looking for where a gem is.
Yeah.
Oh, this footage like makes it look like a PS1 game real bad. It's like pixelated. And you don't know like what kind of like...
It's a hidden one.
Okay, so I'm just gonna watch the whole thing then. It's only 4 minutes.
What?
Have you noticed, like on YouTube, sometimes now timestamps like will be in the actual timeline? So like at the bottom where the timer, it'll tell you.
Yeah, there's like a
what
yellow
part of the
spot.
Yeah, that's like really interesting, but it only pops up in certain videos. It's interesting it works for like Vinny streams because like he'll always timestamp what game he's playing if he's doing like a corruption. So it'll tell you right at the bottom what game he's like currently on. Oh, I found it. So it's hidden. Hard to describe, but because everything looks the same. It's just the part with a bunch of nitro boxes down below, and you don't want to jump down yet. And it's like the spiky things that come out of the wall. You got to jump on top of one.
What?
Or you cross the nitro thing, and then yeah.
Fuck me! Sorry.
I can help you find it once you're back in the level.
Yeah, I'll just do this one first. This is just stupidly hard.
Yeah. It's if you remember an area with like 10 nitro boxes, like 2 rows of them, and you just don't want to fall onto them.
So this is hard because look at what happens when Crunch is right on top of you.
He blocks the camera.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
This is how Donkey Kong 64 did minecarts, but they did it better. Because they're not entire levels, they're just obstacle courses within a level. They're hard, but there's also no lives in the game, so you can just try it as many times
This
as you
guy's
want.
consistently behind me, though. It's so hard to see anything. It's
Yeah,
really...
they never do stuff like that. And also you have like an actual health meter in that game. It's not just like 1 or 2 hits and you're done.
Yeah, that's something in games that should fucking die.
Yeah,
Just
that's
one.
what made Sly 1 the worst.
Damn you, stupid cunt! Sorry. I'm getting really mad. How long have I been going?
An hour.
Only an hour. Okay, that's not bad. I can't see anything. You can't make last minute decisions like that. It's fucking It's fucking. That's all I can tell you.
So dumb that he closes his eyes when he dies and still smiles. The smile is just painted on. It's like Crash 1.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
I can't stop fucking. That's all I can tell you. What if that's the Nestor we got? I'll tell you.
I was thinking for the All Masters rap thing now, I want to use Hunter as one of them.
Why is that?
Like, in the rain or in the snow, I got the funky flow, but now I really gotta go.
Really gotta go.
He definitely has to be Flea Swallow. And then maybe use, like, Reignited Allura as, like, Cheap Chicken or something. And then, like, 2 dragons for the other 2. I think, like, the loud dragons should be in place of Master Onion. And, like, another dragon over Mussolini, and then just, like, bust out into Hunter. But Spyro will always be just Spyro 1. Spyro. It's the only one I like.
Cheap's the name of my soul.
Because that way Hunter has, like, probably the most lines and out of any classic Spyro character, besides, like, Spyro himself in 2 and 3. So I would have a lot to work with. If they made him, you know, do You Reposted, then anything's possible.
I met a bad bitch last night on the D-pad. Want to know how? I made her leave with me. Conversation in flying sheep.
Then he's even spouting numbers.
I've been to the mother flipping canyon top. Heard monkey blubbers make a popcorn pop. If I ain't got a gun, I'ma pick up a rock. Sorry, I love that line. If I ain't got a gun, I'ma pick up a rock. So retarded. That whole thing is fucking retarded. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. This is a travesty.
Oh wow, I found it. So they have a script of every Spyro game. So like every cutscene is scripted out. So that'd be a good way for me to find all the clips I'd need. So it's like, you can read it out as a play. Bob, okay, rolling, Aster. Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds.
Or is it 6? For a Dragon's Age, we now have 9,000 treasure.
12,000.
Is it 14,000?
Yeah.
What about
Then
this
it's a
Ganasty
Spyro-
Ganor character?
It says in like brackets, Spyro chases sheep and headbutts it while it bleats. And then Bob continues. Yeah, it's like everything. They have Spyro 1. It's on WikiQuote. I think they have the whole series.
I'll make that question.
Just on their Wikipedia.
It's
There's Legend of Spyro.
12,000, or is it... Oh yeah, because it's referencing the Nork worlds. 12,000, or is it 14,000?
Spyro 2 as well.
Wow, I can't believe they scripted that game. Do they have the guy that's like, "Welcome to Glimmer"?
Let's see. No, it's just like cutscenes
Oh, that sucks.
for Spyro 2. Let's see here, the dragon.
I like the guy that's like,
This is
"Spyro,
unfinished.
welcome to Glimmer."
I think this one's unfinished. Yeah, it's just a bunch of random. Like Spyro's is empty. Hunter, it doesn't seem like enough. And there's a lot for Bianca. 3 lines for the sorceress. I think that seems about right. All of Moneybags is lines. And like the options, if you say different things like yes or no. The 4 mountain goats. Sheila, Sergeant Bird, Bentley, Bartholomew.
Bartholomew, choose that. I work for Chop
then there's
Chop Master
cutscenes.
Onion. I don't think he's trying to take over the world yet. I like that they
And
added that "yet" part.
And
I
then
don't-
have reignited expansion.
62 out of 65. Which one's am I? Oh. No, get it! They're right there! They're right there! You stupid sack of goddamn fucking horse! Goddamn garbage! Sorry. Chris, tell me you believe in me. Please. I need this. Back up to 99 lives because of this stage. So what exactly are you trying to do with the All Masters rap?
Literally just like sentence morph them into just rapping the lines. Just because it's like, oh, the beat, everything kind of reminds me of Spyro. Let me just make it mental.
Just make it Spyro. I can't sing the Cheap Cheap Master Onion song without like putting Buzz's voice in there anymore. It's like, I am a chicken from the kitchen. I am a chicken from the kitchen.
I am a chicken from the kitchen?
Am I kidding? I can't see anything with Crash's fat ass game in front of me. Leave me alone, Crunch.
Top 10 games which discs need to be snapped.
Let's do it! That sounds
Top
like
10 games, and then like the top ones are the ones we've actually snapped.
So I can't say Frogger 2. I can't, because I still like the game. But you can.
Yeah. Revenge of the Flying Dutchman.
Revenge of the Flying Dutchman.
Jack X, but for, a good reason.
What is it?
The game is dangerous.
So you have to put Pokemon Coliseum. Not because it's like of any reason, any fault of the game, but just for the prime fact of Art snapped it because we kept leaving it out.
Should I put Mario Party DS on there because Mika chewed it up and it still worked? Like,
Yes.
it wouldn't fit into certain DSs because she, like, chewed the edge of the cartridge.
Yes.
But it would fit into, like, a DS Lite. But it just had bite marks in it. It still worked perfect. I used to own it, but I think it eventually, like, stopped working or wouldn't fit into the DSi or something happened, so I got rid of it. What other games have I broken? When I was a kid, I used Jak 2 as a frisbee because I wasn't allowed to play it.
I'm curious what their reasoning was.
For what?
You not being able to play Jak 2.
This is a T-rated game, and I was like 7.
That's never stopped anyone.
I didn't want to get caught. I also didn't care about the game because I didn't even know like Jak really was.
And now you love him.
Yeah.
You fell in love with
SpongeBob movie on the PS2. I was blowing bubble gum and it popped on the disc.
What is your childhood? Why do these things
I couldn't watch it
happen?
I don't know. One time I was playing Sonic Heroes. I think I beat Amy's story for the first time, and I accidentally like yanked the cord or something happened. Old PS2 fell.
The old PS2, fellas, that what you just said.
The whole
Oh.
PS2 stuff. Yeah, the old. No, I had the slim one. It wasn't the old one.
Okay, I'm done with the stage now, 100% of it.
I don't think I've really broken other games that much. It would usually just be a matter of it stopped working because it was like too scratched or something like that, so I just throw it out. But that never happened to me. It was more Alex because like they would just leave their games out. So they would all like none of his PS1 games worked.
I'm gonna need you to guide me in this one.
All right. Did I ever tell you about the copy of Pokemon Yellow that I had where it didn't save and every sprite was just a black square?
What?
I wish I kept it. Like, I wonder if it's ever been documented. Because, like, I got it from, like, an old game store. And just, yeah, like, Professor Oak comes out and it's just a black square. And then when he sends out the Pokemon, it's just another black square. And the whole game was like that.
We should play... Oh, wait, you don't have it.
Yeah, it's long gone. Now my copy works and everything.
So, you gotta tell me where this thing is.
Alright, I'll let you know. Just keep going. It's hard, though, with, like, the
lag.
delay.
Just tell me when I'm getting close.
You'll just see a big row of Nitro crates.
I'm surprised this game was on GameCube.
Yeah.
You'd think Universal would try to keep it as an exclusive.
But then they want to broaden the audience to get more money. It's usually how they look out.
That's like how competition works, though. It's like you have these IPs and we have these IPs. Let's see who can innovate more.
Yeah, PlayStation 2
Oh,
was the
this?
most yeah. So you want to, after jumping across, you want to jump on top of the spike thing.
I fucked up. God damn it, I fucked up and now I have to die.
It wasn't up there. I'll rewatch this video. Oh yeah, you have to jump for it on top of the spike thing. Hey, you're floating up, you should grab it.
Where is it?
So it's on top of the spike thing and then you have to jump.
Top of the spike thing and then I have to jump. Oh! Okay. That, you could not see that on this screen.
Yeah, I can see it in the video, but like it's still dark. I have the brightness all the way up and I can't even see the gem. You're playing on a PS3, which is supposed to output better.
It could fuck up something with the lighting if it uses a different lighting engine then than what the PS3 supports. I'm wondering if I should just play these on the good old PS2. Just like hook one up down here.
Maybe.
Because it's possible the reason we're having these issues is because the PS3. Because the games are so dark that I can't see anything, but I don't remember these games being so dark. I'm thinking the PS3 is just like outputting it at a weird resolution.
How's Dark Cloud?
There are some spots that's almost impossible to see. You know what I just realized?
What?
I never did the time trials for the last two stages. The ones right before the boss, not these. I did the time trials for these. At least I'm done with this stage now. I technically only need 25 though, and I think I have 25. But knowing my luck, they're gonna say something at the end. It's like, he still doesn't have the relics though. Bring him back. force of nature. Oh, fuck me, dude. How long have we been going?
74 minutes.
So we're almost to our time. Wait, what was our
Yep.
minute? Yeah. Oh, this stage.
Oh no.
What?
This stage. I remember you struggling on this.
Oh, yeah. Did
You were at it for like an hour. At least.
I think I can do it now, though. I think I can.
Like, what an awful camera angle. That's the problem with it. That's the challenge. They just, like, let's make a bad camera.
Let's make a game you can't see. Oh, this is really stressful. Because literally anything could come up around any fucking corner. I think I hear Kaya, but it kind of sounds like Mackenzie mimicking Kaya's bark, so I'm not quite sure what I'm hearing. Crash got the crystals, he got the gems, but he
And he
doesn't.
farted.
And he farted just like that cunt Samus. What if, like, the Chozo couldn't fart? So the first time Samus did it, they're just like, now we will teach you to... Is someone dead?
And that's what made them go extinct.
That's what made him go extinct.
Hello, y'all.
Hello.
What are you up to?
Playing a game.
Y'all
That's 'cause she
looking
was
bloody
barking.
butthole?
I don't want to look at your bloody butthole.
I brought a friend with me. She decided she wanted to come hang out for a little before her boyfriend came.
Okay. Why do you sound like you're gonna do something unmentionable to someone?
Because me and Valerie are doing stupid
We had to
shit.
put away groceries, and now we're just like,
We being southern people.
Your boyfriend's not coming over.
huh?
Your boyfriend's not coming over.
No, not here, man.
No, I mean, like, it's done. When Mackenzie's like this, no one could be around her.
I cannot.
Oh, no. Alright. See, that wasn't too bad, right, Chris?
That was just a time trial. Now get everything.
Oh, God, you're right. At least
Yeah, all
the
those
time.
crates, like.
Hey, God,
floating
you
in
want to
the
look up
air.
where the extra gem here is? Oh, wait, actually, there's no point. Because one gem you get from the crates and one gem you get from completing the level. Look at that jump that Coco just fucking did. I hate the skier. I fucking hate skiing with a fucking passion. Although I've never been skiing. Kind of
Me
interested.
neither.
Kind of interested too, though.
Yeah.
Seems fun. I love ice skating.
Yeah.
Have you ever ice skated?
Yeah, I went to the Twin Rinks. It was like the best field trip in French class at JFK because it's right across from the Twin Rinks. We just went there because I don't know what the correlation was, but it had something to do with our class. And the greatest thing happened there where they had a claw machine and our teacher was like, oh, you're not allowed to, touch anything. We have to go and like all this stuff. I don't know why she wasn't like, you can't use the claw machine. So Angelo had a quarter and decided to use the claw machine anyway. And he won. This is the only time I've ever seen someone actually win something from the claw machine. And because he won something, it was proof that he broke the rules. I don't think he got in trouble, but it was still hilarious.
So, the first date I ever went on with Mackenzie, we went to Denny's. and I went to the fuck you prick. I went to the claw machine as like a whatever, and I ended up winning my first quarter. And so
Yep.
she was like, "Whoa, I never see anyone win that." I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm just good." Not one since.
Yep.
I was acting like a cocky bastard. I'm like, "Yeah, I do this all the time." They call me the claw guy. And Inspector Gadget's just like, "I'm gonna have you come with me." Mike Matei. You're about to not have a lot of fun. Oh, it looks like Mike Matei's not having fun. Oh, what can I do here? Oh, she's slowly moving. She's slowly moving. This is very hard.
When you're behind, man, it's like, what game am I playing?
What game am I playing? Guess the game, guess the thought.
So this is like the grunty thing, like, oh, picture this on your screen, but it's like, what game? This is our version. What am I playing?
No, our version is where am I?
Yeah, we're doing it when we're playing Mario 64. We got Mario Lodge in the waterfall next to the castle. We like took the camera through the mountain. It's like, what are we playing?
What is this?
Yeah. All the broad questions and statements. What?
What am I?
It's like the best insult Max does to Connor. What, Connor? What?
Yeah, it's just like, it's the most I'm so done with your shit you can get with someone.
The Connor's like, oh, so guys, have you seen what, Connor?
What could you possibly want? That was my favorite, is when Connor was just like, when he wanted to suggest to Max to watch Teen Titans with him.
Mm-hmm.
Connor goes, hey, I got a proposition for you. He was like, what the fuck could you possibly want from me? And he was like, I want to watch Teen Titans. He's like, oh, okay.
All right. You win this one.
You win this one, Francis. I told Max the last stream that I was like, I kind of like being called Michael.
Hope you don't like it a little too much. I
Start
don't know what's going on. You don't have face cam on, thank God.
What is this in my pants? It's my dick. It's my fucking dick. No! Wait, I might still be in luck. If that box breaks with the nitro. You stupid cunt! Because that box didn't break with the nitro, it was 110 out of 111. What the hell was that, Chris? Ugh. Getting all the boxes is a hassle.
Yeah, so the last time I
Chris.
was on
This
yeah.
is what I think. Can you even hear it, or are you just implying?
I heard it. I
Okay.
heard it. It's cute.
Oh, thank you. I'm blushing. I'm blushing while I'm flushing.
Yeah, the last time me and Max were on Skype, fortunately we didn't really do anything.
Fortunately.
He likes to do that. And we watched Blade Runner though.
What is
Finally. Because we were gonna watch it. We started it the day that Jay asked me if I wanted to buy his TV. So we were 7 minutes into the movie, and I just paused it.
What is
we're
Blade
done.
Runner?
We're gonna go get this TV.
What is that?
It's the cyberpunk movie. that like started Cyberpunk.
Never heard of it.
Stars Harrison Ford.
Oh, interesting.
It's directed by Ridley Scott, and it's the one that has like
What?
45 different versions of it that are all like slightly different or just one scene added.
Interesting.
It inspired a lot of cyberpunk like anime and like other movies and shows.
Cowboy Bebop.
No. But it inspired Bubblegum Crisis because there's a character in the movie named Pris, and the robots are called replicants, and in Bubblegum Crisis their band is Pris and the Replicants. And there's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think it would inspire, so I'm gonna look it up.
It's kind of like how Neon Genesis weirdly inspired a lot of American culture things.
Yeah. Psychopaths.
Weird.
Ghost in the Shell. The Deus Ex series.
Well, that's kind of obvious.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Yep.
Is that considered cyberpunk?
No, but it's like very, dark city and futuristic and
First of all, how was the
crime.
movie?
I didn't like it that much. It's a slow-paced movie. It's more just for the technical, it's very nice to look at because it's like it takes place in the future of 2019.
Ha!
So it's like the aesthetic is great.
Back when they
But
thought that
it-
this was going to be so different.
Yeah.
I kind of accepted the fact that, 50 years from now, everything's probably going to be around the same.
Yeah. Because
Right.
Back to the Future is in 2015. And it kind of just looks similar, but then you have the flying cars and, people upside down and
Time travel.
holograms sticking out of the movie theaters, which were kind of there with that. And floating skateboards and that kind of thing.
Did you know
But-
drive-in movie theaters opened up?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know why they would ever close, because you don't really know.
Because they went out of style.
I hope it becomes, a new big thing, though.
Yeah.
It's because, drive-in movie theaters...
Something we never had.
I would love to experience it.
Yeah, because they take speakers and put them in your car, but now you could probably just tune into a station or something. Like a local radio broadcast of the audio of the film or something. They can use our mall parking lot for it.
They could use the whole mall for
Just
it.
tear down the mall and make it a drive-in lot. But yeah, it's a Ridley Scott directed movie, so it's gonna be slow paced But my issue, I guess, is it wasn't action enough, but it also wasn't the opposite either. I think it was the far opposite of action, and I like somewhere in the middle. Because I hated Alien the first time I watched it. Remember,
Yeah, you fell asleep.
but then when we watched it in the movies, it was a lot better. So I don't know if a second watching would be good, but back when I first watched Alien, my taste in movies wasn't very good. So after having a better taste, I loved it. But then just the other day watching Blade Runner, I wasn't too much of a fan. I just feel not too much happens in it. But it's similar to Bubblegum Crisis, robots. It's not that the robots go rogue, but they're there illegally. So Harrison Ford is the cop that has to take them down. But they are superhuman and that kind of thing.
There. What's our time at now?
88 minutes.
Still under an hour and a half.
But yeah, that's all we really accomplished that day. Sadly. I was like, let's play Live a Live, and then he's like, I'm gonna put this video on.
You were playing Live a Live with him?
Yeah, he's playing. He has the Elgato hooked up, so I can see it in full. It works fine and everything.
That's not bad.
So which means I could take it and do that with you, but I don't really want to try streaming. It probably won't work on my Wi-Fi because he's not streaming. He's just literally hooking the Elgato up.
Yeah,
So I'll let him
screen
hang
sharing
on
it,
to
right?
it so that he can. Like, I'll let him keep it just so he can do that to play games with me
You should
instead
just
of like.
buy one of your own.
Yeah, I don't want to do it because it would literally just be for this. Because I barely would ever need it, so I would just like borrow it from him and then give it back when I'm done.
Or you can just find your own way of getting your footage instead of stealing it from other people.
Yeah. But like, I rarely ever need to do that anyway, anymore. Because I did buy that Elgato, but I've barely used it. We used it for the Smash stuff, and then I used it to finish up like the home video stuff, and like that was it. So that's why I let him hang on to it, because he uses it more than me. But because it's mine, I can kind of take it whenever I want, but I just don't find a point right now if like he can use it for the same purpose. So
I can't believe he sold Final Fantasy Dissidia
well, he hasn't. Oh, Dissidia, yeah,
when it wasn't even his to sell.
yeah.
And this is what I told Connor. I was like, you don't go in on things with Max. He's not... No offense to Max, I don't trust him. I don't trust going in with him on something that he won't get rid of it or take it for himself and with no expectancy, because he has now proved that he would do it to Connor. I ain't letting that happen to me. But I also don't trust anyone. So...
Yeah, you should never share games.
I hate it. That Wendy's experience literally scarred me. After that, I've never gone in on food or anything with anyone except Mackenzie, but like I'm dating Mackenzie. So like
One thing that like someone at work basically introduced me to the concept of is splitting food with people. If you're not that hungry and like someone you're with isn't that hungry, you might as well just pay half for one thing and split it. Like a burger. That's probably why at like work they ask like at Burger King to cut it in half. Maybe they're splitting it with someone. It's like I can't eat a whole Whopper by myself for whatever
You?
reason. Yeah, it's just like too much. I love like the double cheeseburgers, like the little ones. I can eat like a triple of those. But I just can't really eat a whole Whopper.
that's interesting.
So like if I ever wanted to split one I could. Or like if they have like the 2 for $5 or something. It's like if me and you weren't that hungry, we could just buy something and split it.
Which
So I always have cash.
I usually am not, and you usually are.
Mm,
You're usually fucking starving. You're just like, give me the food.
yeah.
Give me the sustenance. Give me the sus.
So that I'm all for, but it's not like, oh, you know, I'll pay and you get all of it. It's not like that. It would be literally like we pay half, but we share it.
I'll just buy my own stuff. I've been working since like I was like 14 years old. Not even younger than that because I was shoveling driveways.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day
I had
when
a
I was the
paper
only
route.
one with a job?
Yeah, but I had a paper route when I was 12.
It's different though.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you're still getting out there.
Yep.
Still more than what some of us have done.
Yeah, we didn't really accomplish anything, but at least sometimes Max will make funny out of it. Because then he started putting Nostalgia Critic on, and he actually made a good video. It's like a new one, and because he has like more serious videos where he's not doing skits, he barely shows himself talking, and he's just talking about something, and the whole video is animation versus CG. And he went into the full history of each, talked about how like traditional animation kind of got weaned out for CG here in America, but it's still popular in Japan. He showed examples, talked about them in like art styles, talked about when they're better implemented. He's like, you know, animation is good. Like animation is meant to show less detail, while CG is meant for the higher detail. But you can't like do the reverse because like adding in like facial features on an animation will make it look creepy, but like it's essential for CG and that kind of stuff. And examples of when CG is the better pick, like for Pixar movies, like you can't imagine Woody and Buzz as a cartoon, and like that kind of stuff, and
I
like
mean-
when you can blend them.
I didn't even think about the fact that like we don't have 2D animated movies anymore in America.
Yeah, it sucks. And that's probably why we have such a problem with it, because it's gone in place of CG, because people just make CG because it's cheaper.
Easier.
Yeah. Japan, like, is kind of blending them. Like, he was using Your Name as an example, and, like, I think the backgrounds were computer generated, but you wouldn't really notice because they did it so well. Also, one thing that Matt Gafford's doing, he is now creating models for the characters in Blender, and then I think he's rotoscoping those models, and he says it's making... Well, he's also now, like, given up on Adobe products, and he's switching over to animating the entire show in Blender, and he says it's way faster, and it looks way better. So now the episode will be done even faster than 5 years. But he says he's, like, warning us that there'll be a jump in quality in the episode randomly, like, from the scenes that he originally did before Blender, and then the ones done in Blender will look better. But it doesn't really look that much better, so... But he's getting it done faster that way. I think using 3D is fine for that if you're going to rotoscope over it, because then it has, like, a really nice fluent charm to it. It almost kind of looks 3D, but then, like, he's still hand drawing over it. And I always like rotoscoping the most. It's what made, like, Snow White or Alice in Wonderland look so good.
Yeah. It's an
They had to
interesting...
film it and then draw over it.
But then it's also like the demise of Disney. Because they were reliant on rotoscoping, even though it was harder to do according to the animators.
Yeah, well, that was like the reusing the frames. They hated doing that. Reusing, like, shots from other films.
Rotoscoping already made drawings is really weird to me. Like, what's the point of it? You can literally just do that with anything. Fuck me!
But yeah, so this, like, Doug Walker video is actually, like, pretty good. The only thing is, like, in these serious videos, for whatever reason, he keeps playing this droning, sad, like, piano music that's just a constant loop that's, like, 10 seconds long. It's, like, this really, like, bad high kind of music that's really miserable sounding. And he's not even sad in the video, he's just talking about it. And it just plays for the whole thing. Even when he's, like, showing himself and he's being goofy, still playing this awful music. Because he did it in this X-Men video where he actually interviewed the creators of the cartoon. And that video was kind of bad because while they were saying a lot of interesting stuff, the way he did it was he did it, like, remotely. And so he only showed their part of the interview. Like, he was probably asking them questions and talking to them, but he wasn't showing what he said. It was just what they were saying. But then as the nostalgia critic, he, like, was then responding to them, but it definitely wasn't done in the actual interview. He was, like, doing it after. So he's making a bunch of really bad jokes and waving his hands everywhere. But it's playing this sad music for the whole thing for whatever reason. So that was the only really bad part of that video, but it was really informative and well done. So it's like, why can't this be everything on Nostalgia Critic? Why does it have to make it have this serious tone?
Nostalgia Critics
Let me start watching
also,
some
like,
bad Doug Walker.
Nostalgia Critics in, like, a lot of hot water right now.
Good.
All the allegations against them right now are crazy.
Yeah. Because he is just a bad person to work with.
I'm not sure if he's a bad person or if he's just... he doesn't get what he should be doing. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Did you see that insane batshit thing I just did?
Oh. Yeah.
And then I died immediately after. I knew the stage was going to be the death of me.
Yeah, then we started watching some bad Nostalgia Critic, and there's one that he has Curb in, because, like, Max was talking about how in one of his intros, Curb is in it for a split second. So we were, like, trying to find it, and we found out it was a Valentine's Day one. Where
Yeah.
It starts with him in a hotel room, and, like, a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
Karibo.
and then it's like, he goes, "You're not whatever," and he's like, "You're not little Karibo."
Yeah. But...
And then
when
they
he's with-
stare at each other awkwardly. I've seen that one.
Yeah. But, like, with Little Karibo in the beginning, Doug Walker goes, "You're not Monica Rial." It's like, you really want that, Doug?
Yeah, do you want that monster in your bed? That's something you expect to see under your bed. God.
And then he throws him out, like, out of the hotel room and starts screaming at him. It's like, I can't imagine being, like, the neighbor. Because they all did it at conventions. It was, like, convenient. But he does a lot of this. And there's one where it's, like, singing with these two guys, and then Brentalfloss comes barging in and starts joining in. And, like, Max was just getting really mad. It's like, you know, you collaborate with people. Why do you always have to do it in a hotel room? Just because you're at a convention together, can't you actually go somewhere and do this? Don't be like, oh, we're in the hotel.
Oh my God,
You do the whole thing in the hotel room.
you should watch the Pokemon Cypher 2019 because they're all together. All these the Jay Witz is with what's his name? Who's the guy that does it?
I don't know.
His name is. Oh my God, I'm a fucking idiot. I can't remember the. I mean, ShootTube is one of them. He's just this super I'm gonna lick your girl's pussy kind of guy. You seeing Jay Witz next to a monster like that. I've really enjoyed calling people monsters recently.
Yeah, ever since Don't Be Cute, You Monster.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like, it's accurate. Some people are not human.
Yeah.
Like Monica Rial. You're a fucking monster. You smile at you smile in the face of taking away a man's career based on no fact or whatever. And I could be wrong, and Vic could be guilty, whatever. But as people,
Where's the proof?
exactly.
There's no proof.
And also, why? I can't get over. Why are you tweeting at him, kissy faces, hearts, even if it's for an image? That's not how that works, honey. You don't fucking tweet out the man who assaulted you. I don't care if you say I'm being friendly or whatever. It's just like, no, it doesn't happen.
If you're so traumatized, you'd, like, avoid them.
Correct, and no one's gonna fault you for not making a statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to say anything. You could have stayed silent and no one would have said anything, but you decided to tweet out, oh, I was in a movie with my amazing friend. Fucking... I know. It might be because I had to deal with that Cheyenne bullshit in high school. Do you remember what I'm talking about? So, like,
yeah.
I am a lot more sensitive to fake allegations.
Mm.
By the way, don't you like that was just gossip for a week and then stopped?
Yep.
Because everyone smelled the bullshit. Her friends came up to me and smelled the bullshit. They're like, yeah, she's tried this before. I'm like, yeah, well, why are you friends with her?
But I also me and Max found this video about Vic where it's Sean Schemmel and Sunny Strait. I don't know if you've seen it, where they're doing a parody of Vic, but it's clearly bashing on him and slandering him. It's Sean, like, dressed as him and doing an impression and making gay jokes and, like, pedo jokes. And it's like him going into the voice booth and just screaming and stuff like that. It's like, you know, I love playing, like, little boys. I love doing little 12-year-old boys and, like, all that stuff. And it's like, oh, and I love the show, like the cartoon, like the anime, where, you know, you get a magic rod, yeah, and then, you know, you put it right here, you clench it, and then, you know, you start, you know, shouting, and then it shoots out, and yeah.
They're disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know when it was filmed or anything, like it was before or after the allegations, but, like, yeah, they literally just attacked him with a parody.
Chris Sabat, Sean Schemmel, suck my fucking dick. You want to make gay jokes so much, you can suck my fat fucking load and swallow it whole. You fucking mongrel monsters.
The only funny part was him, like...
You know what?
being
No.
in the voice of
I'm
screaming.
gonna get fucking mad for a second. I'm gonna get fucking mad. Because it's just like... Wow, Vic is such a shitty human being, okay? This man did things to women that I can't prove. And
I can't tell you because it didn't.
that I can't tell you because it didn't fucking happen. I'm gonna slander him online. I'm gonna say a bunch of horrible shit, make fun of him, bash on his religion, bash on his wife, bash on his people. Vic, what's your response? Guys, don't hate on them. They're just trying to rile you guys up. If we keep sending hate, we're gonna keep creating more hate. It's just a cycle. Just don't acknowledge it. I'll move on with my life. They'll move on with their lives. Who's the fucking bad guy? The guy who's literally telling everyone, dude, don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't make fun of these people. No one knows what happened except me. Or, ha, faggot, gay, fag, ha, ha, ha. That's...
There's also there's another video of, like, it's Monica Rial, Chris Sabat, and someone in the middle who wasn't really part of it in the press. Like, they were at, like, a Q&A. Someone asked the question, it's like, oh, you know, have you ever done, like, voice roles where, like, you get so, like, exhausted and, like, your voice gets shot, but, like, you still have so much to do? And the guy was like, you know, I've, like, heard stories of, like, you know, people like you and, you know, and he said, you know, that other guy that I can't mention or something like that. And he's like, Vic Mignogna, you know. And then Chris Sabat was just like, yeah, Vic blows.
What a bunch of fucking...
Like, in front of everyone.
Yeah, says the guy that does the same voice for every character that never has sounded good, ever. Yeah. Do your Vegeta. Hey, I'm Vegeta. Do your Piccolo. Hey, I'm Piccolo. You used to have different sounding voices.
Yeah, he played Kuwabara.
Yeah, he used to sound different, but now he's just the same every fucking role he does. I hate this.
It's like Monica Rial made this game.
Granted, I don't know anything Monica Rial has said about Vic since anything. She made the allegations in the first place, fine. But I don't think she's been parading around, calling him a monster, saying all this awful shit about him. That's been Sabat and, what's his fucking name? Sean Schemmel.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll give Monica that. I don't think she's been going on fucking tirades calling him, you're a shitty human being, your wife's shitty, your life's shitty. Chris Sabat and fucking Sean Schemmel. I have no respect for Sean Schemmel. Me and Sharky both just...
Yeah, I love Sharky. I'm gonna purposely take his job and not get paid for it.
Yeah, just so he could say that Sean Schemmel is jobless. Sharky has always hated Sean Schemmel. He's like, oh, he's the worst. I was like, yeah, he does a good Goku. He's like, yeah, he does a good Goku, but he's a fucking horrible person.
I hate Goku.
Even before this, Sharky was just saying, like, he's a fucking shitty human being.
Yeah.
He's like, you see videos of cons of him just getting mad, pissed off, annoyed, because he's not getting his way with every little thing.
Yeah, I remember the whole thing was like, I'm the only one who can voice Goku, and the other guy can't come back for Super.
Yeah, that is nuts to me. That is fucking nuts to me. And the fact that he wouldn't let, who is the guy that plays Goku in a bridge? Masako X?
Yeah.
He wouldn't let Masako X attend a con because he didn't want any other Goku voices being there. He said if Masako was allowed to come in, he would leave. It's just like, you're a shitbag. I also don't understand their fucking hypocritical views on things, because it's like, we hate Team 4-Star. We want them to stop doing what they're doing. Now, hold on and let me finish signing this contract with them to be in one of our episodes. Because if you forget, Team 4-Star was in an official Dragon Ball episode.
Yep.
But no, they hate them. I really hate Funimation. I really do. The whole Dragon Ball thing, all the drama that happens with them, it's just like, that didn't need to happen. It's all bullshit. How's Vic doing, by the way?
I don't know. I mean, he posts stuff like, I know, like on Easter, because, you know, Corona and all that. I guess he hosted some online thing where he was like reading prayers.
How are you gonna
he like tweets and everything now and then.
How are you gonna bash a man who's open about his fucking religion?
Yeah.
Who gives a
He
shit?
like still, he talks about like his experience with Corona. So because he still has people that respect him, like plenty of people. So
Yeah, other than the sad,
he's
but
not banished. He's not banished from social media or anything.
yeah, fucking, you don't got
He still goes to cons. Like people still let him go to cons.
I mean, yeah, because people found out that everything is bullshit, and
Now,
I
no
will,
one's going to cons.
I will fucking eat my words if that's wrong. I will fucking eat my words. I'll do an apology if
Yeah.
I'm wrong, and I will say I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. But as it is, it seems like a bunch of people attacking a guy based on his religion and views.
Yep.
That's what it looks like, and I'm gonna call it as I see it.
Yep.
I did it.
Then like Curb is just kind of mostly absent from social media still. 'Cause I guess he tried to like do more public apologies and they didn't go well, so we had to take him down, and people still just hate him.
Even though he's still
He'll post
doing
stuff
shit.
about Tome. Yeah, I'll still post stuff about Tome, but that's it.
Is that game still being worked on?
Yeah.
Why is it taking so long?
I don't know. It's probably taking even longer because I bet people backed out of the project with him. And now with Corona, it probably makes things harder, but he's probably doing it all from home anyway. He's never made a game before, so I can imagine it'll just take forever.
I mean, he's not the only one working on it.
Yeah.
I sincerely doubt that, Oh, no. The controls are inverted here. Oh, it's so hard to control when the controls are forcefully inverted. Does anyone play with inverted controls? Who goes with down is up and up is... I mean, down is... Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm right.
It works well in Star Fox, like in those games. But that's it.
Just, it doesn't feel good here. Isn't this just like a recreation of the secret level in 3?
Yeah.
Except like worse.
Yeah, so we were watching like Nostalgia Critic. We put on a really bad one, but it had James in it. Him and Black Nerd. They were reviewing one of the Ninja Turtles movies, like whatever that CG one was. But we didn't even watch the whole thing because it's a 40-something minute review. But we at least like put it on, and Max was like skimming through it, and it was just literally like pausing on frames of like James making a face and that kind of thing. And like doing the 5-second thing, and like one of them was him just smiling, and then 5 seconds later it was the exact same smile, but he's like backed up a little bit. So it was just him like inching back and forth, just doing that. Getting great frames of like Doug screaming, or it looks like he's screaming, but he's not. There's one of like Doug like flipping out, but then like James and Black Nerd are both giving the same stare, like looking both at him. Then there was one of them all smiling and looking at the camera, and it looked like the Presentators thing that I showed you from Nicktoons. So then I had to pause it, open up Presentators, pause that. And then the timestamp for that smile in the Nostalgia Critic video was 2525. It was like, oh, and in the year 2525. So they threw that song on while just showing the freeze frames of both trios of people.
This...
We're analyzing how James was saying things.
Why?
It was kind of funny. There's like a part where, because he's just talking about what's happening in the movie, and he's like, they're gonna find out what's going on. It's like really excited for it. Then we were like, we need to make this into a series. Just watching videos, but only in frames and like 2-second increments. I also want Sharky eventually to do his like YouTube like crazy stuff that he was doing, but like replicate it. He probably won't. He won't want to.
What do you mean?
Like 15 tabs and they're all like doing different things all at the same time, and like the Dink sauna thing. I wasn't there for that. But so Max said he like went over one time and Sharky was playing Persona 4, but the game froze, but the music kept playing, and it was like the sauna theme. So then he opened up YouTube and went to the Doug Punches Mr. Dink video and then started like dragging like the time around to make him like dancing to the music. And then there's always the frame that it looks like Mr. Dink is punching Doug. So he's like constantly alternating with that. And then there's like the one where he did that. It's like entire character moveset basis
What?
of just a frame of Dink punching, looking like he's punching Doug, and it's like Dink for smash, and that's his entire character basis. Nothing actually about him, just the frame. Because then I started messing around with it, and I made it look like he's doing like a Gum Gum Gatlin, just like rapidly punching Doug.
I have one stage left.
Good.
How long have I been going? 2 hours yet?
Almost. Yeah, I'd love Sharky to like recreate that. All of that stuff. Then there's like the... I can't remember a lot of them, but there was like he was putting on two similar songs, like sad anime piano music at the same time. There's like a Lost Odyssey song and a One Piece song playing at the same time. In like different speeds.
Did you edit any more of E3 without me?
No.
Okay. I don't know why I asked, I was just curious.
Then there's the classic Lazy Town one where he was making Sporticus like move his arms up and down like rapidly. Which Max has like an Instagram video back when like at Westview, and like Lily's yelling at Sharky in the background as he's just like making the guy like flail his arms.
Jesus.
And then at the end when it's like actually playing We Are Number One. Because like it's all in the intro to We Are Number One, so it's just like the Lazy Town like intro, and Sharky's messing with that, and then the actual video starts, and it's like, are you real?
Do you even try? I like that he made him philosophical.
See, we make memes of our own that are better.
Are you real? That's one of our greatest ones, though. Are you real? Do you even try?
Yeah. Oh, and there's the one where Sharky was playing Hey Ya, and then he took that video of the guy be like, hey, look out! And he was playing like 3 of them at once, all at different speeds, with Hey Ya in the background.
I don't know if I've ever made any memes for our... I don't think so. I don't think I'm that funny. The best memes I get is when I just get really fucking mad and I yeet a pillow across the room.
Yeah.
My tummy just got the shit. Like the feeling where it's like you gotta go right now.
I do, but it's like not right now. It hurts, and it's been like doing this all day yesterday too. Like I always have to poop, so why go now when I really have to go? Like I'm just gonna wait till it has to come out now.
Right.
So I'll go now, and then 30 minutes later it'll happen again.
I am the Lord. They all know my name now. I got it all. Cash, money, and fame. You are the Lord. We all know your name now. That's another one Parappa changes his saying from I am to you are.
Yeah.
Mr. Parappa doesn't do it ever. And then this is where you correct yourself. No, I said when...
You ever seen the Robot Chicken Parappa parodies?
I didn't know Parappa was popular enough to be parodied on Robot Chicken.
Yeah, multiple times.
What?
Yep.
Interesting.
One I actually saw on TV like a long time ago. It was
What?
about like Parappa in a rap battle against some actual rapper, and Parappa beats him just being like kick, punch, and it's just really generic. So then like everyone is inspired by him, like moved. They're all just like talking about how kick, punch, and block are like the keys to life. That's just the whole thing. It was kind of dumb.
I was gonna say that sounds really stupid.
And then the other one was like him in court, and like Chow Chow Master Onion's his lawyer. And like this one was better because it actually looks more like them, and like the HUD comes up and everything. And it's like they're rapping about like how to get him bailed out, and like, oh, you know, if I wasn't there at the crime and whatever, if I don't show up and all that stuff. He's just rapping in the courtroom.
I don't know if I'd find that funny.
Yeah, Robot Chicken's really generic. I just think like the Final Fantasy one where Cloud's working at like Burger King is funny.
What?
Yeah. It's really short too because it's like actually parodying the game where like there's no talking, it's just text boxes and like the camera angles, and like he goes into a battle. It's literally just like Cloud's work, and like the music is really silly sounding because it's trying to be like Final Fantasy but doesn't sound like it at all. And like Tifa's just like, oh, you know, the rush hour's coming, you better get those potatoes cut, we gotta get fries down and stuff like that. So Cloud starts battling a potato. And then Barrett's like, oh, you better hurry up, Cloud, the boss is gonna be here soon. And then like Sephiroth comes bursting through the back doors and like light comes shining through. It's like a parody of his theme. And then he has to fight him, but then like Cloud summons the meteor, and then just like the whole restaurant is destroyed. And then Barrett comes out and then just swears, and then that's it. Then there's like all the Mario ones.
It's just,
like
I don't.
Mario Vice City,
I just don't like
which
Robot
isn't
Chicken.
funny, but it's like a classic.
I don't like Robot Chicken like at all.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not that it's bad. It's just it's like Family Guy and all that. It's just like that's not my comedy.
Mm.
I've never liked Family Guy.
Yeah. I remember Connor was watching it.
The most I've seen was the crossover because you know how me and crossovers get along.
Yeah.
But like that's it. After that, I just didn't watch anything of it because I also thought they were the worst part of the crossover. The best part is still the Bob's Burger is my favorite part.
Yeah.
Just
You
randomly
just don't
there.
expect it, yeah.
The other thing is like I was randomly watching an episode. Like I can't remember who I was watching it with, but like King of the Hill is in it.
Yeah. He
Just
shows up.
Like he wakes up in a bad dream and he's like, "Oh, I just dreamed I was some big fat man." I was like, "Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do those two shows have in common?"
I think they're both made by Fox, that's why. That's why Bob's Burgers is in that crossover.
And you
It's
remember
all
what?
just the Fox stuff.
Do you remember what they said about him?
No.
It's like, "What's this guy doing on the plane?" Don't worry about him. I just have to carry him from time to time.
They even had like Ice Age in one, because that's a Fox-made film series. Like it was literally just scrap from Ice Age, like not animated, just actual footage.
What is the deal with Adventure Time being in that one Futurama episode?
I don't even know. I've
Dude,
never seen it or heard of it.
Yeah, just randomly in one episode, there it shows Finn and Jake chained up in Bender. Do you know who Bender is?
Yeah.
Bender goes
Oh,
up,
yeah,
and
I've
he's
seen
like,
that,
"What
never
time is it?" And he was like, "Time for you to shut the hell up."
Yeah. I think it's because John DiMaggio plays Bender and Jake.
But how do they get the rights to have the characters? It's not even the same network.
You buy it.
Unless it was Adult Swim at that point.
Maybe.
Because I think...
But there's like there's parody laws too, like you can parody and get away with it. Or you can be like Family Guy where they get actual voices of the characters to come in, like Fred. Like literally the Scoob movie is the only time where Frank Welker hasn't voiced Fred. Because in Family Guy it's like, oh, we're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
What? I want to hear it!
It's great.
I want to hear that so badly.
Carl from Up is in an episode, and like it's actually the old guy playing him. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
That's one sick son of a bitch. I can't imagine Frank Welker swearing.
I'll just screen, like, you keep playing, I'll just screen share it.
Okay.
So it'll probably come on stream. This is a good way to do, like, Discord stuff. Alright.
You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch. Well, you just need a fun.
Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Alright.
You're right, Scoop. We're dealing with one great big son of a bitch. That's amazing. What is that from?
Family Guy.
It is?
There's, yeah.
Maybe I should give this show a shot.
It was like old Family Guy, like probably season 1. It was good, like it was okay in the beginning, but then like it changed and it just became really generic.
Simpsons.
Let me throw something else on.
So
'Cause-
the Simpsons.
Yeah, it fell the same kind of way, but it wasn't that good to begin with.
Yeah, The Simpsons was, I think, it was amazing when it started. You still haven't seen it though.
Yeah.
That's something I definitely gotta watch with you. I'm gonna convince Dad to watch Buffy with you. Just like he's gonna go over your house. Like, don't tell your mom who he is or anything. Just
Wait, for what?
I said I'm gonna have Dad come into your house and watch Buffy with you. And like, don't tell your mom who he is or anything. Just like have him there. Just be like, if your mom asks him, just be like, I don't know, what are you talking about? I hear myself.
Whatever. It'll be.
Dear Diary, the school talent show is tomorrow, so I spent all week writing a stand-up comedy routine. I just hope Patty likes it. Oh, hey, baby, where you from? Texas? Bend over and show us your Lone Star. Oh!
Hey, buddy, is your middle name not?
Oh! I mean, bitches be crazy, huh? Oh!
What is that?
That's from Robot Chicken.
That's actually him, though.
Yeah, like, yeah. Those are the best ones when they actually get the people. he wasn't playing Roger, but that's alright.
I got sick son of a bitch today and that.
Yep.
I'm beating the game now. 25 out of 25. All the power-ups. All the crystals. And all the relics.
Never again.
What's the time?
2 hours.
And how many minutes?
Doesn't say.
You have to go and bring your cursor to the beginning of the video.
Oh. 2:08.
That's not bad. So like 2 hours and 15 minutes I'll have this beaten.
Yep.
I did this boss once. You're right, Scoob. That's 1/6, son of a bitch. That's amazing. I don't know how I've never heard of that. I want Frank Welker to speak at my funeral. I'm convinced he'll live past me. Yeah, you can't have Aku for this fight. It got rid of Aku even though I had him. So you have to do the boss in one round. That sucks.
Well, you should have 98 tries.
Why do you have to beat the boss and then finish an extra set of worlds and then beat the boss again?
Yeah. So Crash 1 got it right. You just do the secret ending and you don't even fight Cortex. You just leave.
Beauty of Crash 1 is that how unpolished it is.
Yeah.
I will never beat the game 100% though. I did it once. And I will not do it ever again. It's too hard.
Yeah.
Doing every
Bad
level
90s
without
difficulty.
dying.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what these mask powers actually do, because he's hitting buttons and it's clear the masks aren't really doing anything. Like, it's the machines doing it. So, like, what's the point of the mask powers?
Unless he's just turning on the vents and that they're making the fire in the ice.
But that wouldn't make any sense. Fuck me! Okay, that was close.
Or it's just a heads up to let you know what's gonna happen.
This is a lot harder than you'd think it is. There's a lot of stuff you have to be looking at any given time. What? That's the worst ending to any Crash game I've ever seen. What world are they taking over? Crash is awkwardly in the background.
There's no time for them now.
Are you listening to this?
No.
Listen.
We're grateful to all of you. If it weren't for you, I'd still be under the control of Dr. Cortex. Thank you for believing in me, guys.
You're welcome, Crunch. Hey, do you think that's the last we'll see of Dr. Cortex and Uka Uka?
I'd like to believe that, my children.
Wait, Jimmy Neutron plays her as early as here?
I guess so.
Tell me when the cutscene finishes for you.
It's done.
Did you? The reason I told you to listen. Did you hear that part when the intercom happened? And it just sounded like some dude.
No.
And it was like self-destruct initiated. Like they said it exactly like I just did. They're like, "Watch out! Self-destruct initiated.
Michael
Get out
Jackson was a programmer. It just said.
of there." What?
Yeah, it said programmers. Michael Jackson.
This credits is really stupid.
Makes sense. Let's take a pop singer who doesn't know how to program a video game, and let's make him make the game.
Make the fourth game of a highly acclaimed
That
series.
game's name is Richard Cheeseboro. It's a different kind of burger I've never had. Stomach's feeling funny, but I'll eat it anyway.
What? Dr. Neo,
Cheeseboro.
Cortex, and Uka Uka are done by Clancy Brown. Aku Aku is Mel Winkler. Coco is Debbie Derry Berry. I can't keep up with all these. Jess Harnell, Mark Hamill, Corey Burton, Tom Ang, Sean Krankle. All these voices I've never even fucking heard of. How do you go from, like, as influential series as Spyro series and Crash series to the 2 games we beat in the last 2 days? Like, it's unfathomable how fast these games dropped. It took 1 game. And both these series just went down in quality. Well, we're done.
Good.
Oh my fucking...
Are you pooping after this?
I think I should poop.
Yeah, me too. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's...
Second time today, and probably like 2 out of 4 times today.
I'm gonna save my game real quick, see what percent it's at.
I'm also hungry, but I ate breakfast.
You know what I did for the first time today? I put a Pop-Tart... I didn't know you're supposed to do this. I put a Pop-Tart in the toaster.
Yeah, that's why it pops.
It tastes 100%
Pops up.
better.
Yep, nice
didn't-
and warm.
I didn't know that. I've never done that.
I never really